Hi, Michelle here from Travelling Over 60. Come join me on this adventure. Here we go. This is how we started our Canada-Alaska trip. In Rydges Hotel with a nice relaxing drink. Now if you're following along, you would have seen the short that I did that showed you a tour of room 711. But if you want to see the room set up, I'll link a different video of a previous room we've stayed in. The setup was the same. You get a great view of the airport out the window, and I just like to sit and watch all the planes coming and going. Soon it would be my turn. Okay, we spent a night at Rydges, and now we're just making our way down to check in down there. Once inside, we made our way upstairs to departures. Okay, we came in the lift here. We're at Gate A, departures, and this is where we're going in. So, we have priority boarding, I think we're going to try. Okay, so here we are, back at these little machines again. Air Canada does the same thing, so we need to put our passports in and check in and then go and drop our bags. Really quite easy. We just had to scan our passport. That's all we've had to do, and then tick our names to say we're checked in. So we're all checked in. Now we have to print out our bag tags and then go and drop our bags. Okay, now we're up to lining up. We have priority boarding. So we're in the priority line. We're just going to drop off our bags. Okay, that was really quite simple. So we have premium economy seats and we got priority boarding. So we just came in over to the left there. We checked in on the machines and then we came in through the priority line, lined up here, and it was really quick. There was somebody there helping us put our bag tags on, stuck a priority sticker on it, and our bags have gone. That's the most stressful part of this for me, but we've got this far. The next bit's getting through the security. Okay, take a big breath and here we go. Now security's behind that wall, but we're hungry. We're going looking for food. Okay, so we've just walked down from Gate A. We're coming down to have a look at what the food's like on this side of the security. Bathrooms. And then there's a whole lot of food outlets. Now it's early in the morning. I'm not sure what's going to be open, but we'll have a look. Grounds are flat. Easy access around. Some of them still aren't open yet, the food stalls. And they go all the way down, right down, as you can see on the right hand side there, all the way down there. Okay, here's all the other check-in areas. We were right down at A, but this goes all the way up to K, I think. Right there. And then this is where the food outlets were, along here. Now lots of them are closed. The ones that are open, we had a bit of a look at, and we're going to go inside and see if we can find something better once we get past security. Now, of course, you need proof that you're going away, so don't forget to take this picture. Now, the sign is doubled. If you walk up and there's a big line up waiting to have a photo there, just walk a little bit further up and the sign is there again. Time to turn the camera off and go through security. Now, as soon as you get through security, you walk straight into duty free. The ground around the area there is all flat, no problems with accessibility. You just need to keep walking until you come across the sign where you can find your flight and which gate you're going to. Here we are, and we're looking for gate number 24. Now there's plenty of signs around, so just follow the arrows. Keep in mind, it might be a distance that you have to walk, so allow plenty of time. But before we go to the gate, we're going to have some breakfast. Okay, it was really hard because not much is open at this time in the morning, but we found, I think we are, where are we? Let me show you the breakfast menu. Otherwise, it's like McDonald's and takeout sort of stuff that didn't impress us at all. We should have paid to go into one of the lounges, but we thought because we were just across the road in the Rydges that we wouldn't need to do that. We found ourselves a window seat and we realised we weren't very far from where gate 24 was. This is our plane coming in, getting ready for us to get on board. Now we're really getting excited. Breakfast done, let's go look for our gate. We finally made it down to where gate 24 is, but we were a little bit disappointed when we got there. Okay, when we come down, gates 25 and 26 are there, and gate 24 is down this way. There isn't any designated seating for gate 24, so you just have to go in and sit in here. So that's 3 gates for that small seating area. So maybe arrive early if you need to sit somewhere. Otherwise you can see everyone's just standing around. We did get there early, but it's a long time standing, so keep that in mind. With premium economy tickets, you get priority boarding. Business class go first, but otherwise a stamp, just a swipe of your boarding pass, and then off we go. All my stresses are left behind now. We got through check-in, through security. Now it's time to get on the plane. Now, if you've never flown before, and I know there's some of you out there, don't forget if you have a mobility problem, you get priority boarding. Make sure they know. Otherwise, it's a long way down this ramp. It is a ramp, be careful. There's railings to hold on to, and if you need to stop and let people go by, make sure you let them go by. Now, you may have seen there's a few little dips and a few little metal grates. Not all planes board on a ramp like this, but just be prepared in case yours does. Now, here we go. We're getting on board. And here's a little sneak peek of business class. I wish. Well, isn't this a tease? We're directly behind business class. The seat configuration is 2, 4 and 2, and we have the 2. Let me show you a bit more. Okay, so premium economy. We've got big leg area in front of us. I can't even touch the water. Got a bottle of water. And here's all our bits and pieces. A pillow here. I'll just come back a bit. There's our pillow, there's a blanket, and this is, let's have a look, hubby's opened his. Oh, it's like a little shopping bag. It's nice. Okay, so this one was earbuds. We got earbuds. Now inside that bag there was bits and pieces. There was a dental kit and some earplugs, and then an eye mask as well. Oh, and socks. Some socks. Now I have my trusty compression socks on because it's a long way to Canada. So because of where we're positioned in the plane, we don't have a seat in front of us, but the leg room is great. So I'll get my husband to put his legs out. So he's just touching and he's 6 foot. I'll just show you over to the side there if you can get a better look at the leg room. Yes, business class is separate to us, but only by a curtain. There was a screen up above that has announcements on it, but we do have our own personal screen, even though we don't have a seat in front of us. Now I'll just show you. So there it is there. It comes out of the armrest. So it just pulls up and then you fold it out and you can move it to however you want. Now the table's the same. You just pull it out of the armrest and then you just unfold it to make it the same size as what all the other trays are that come down from the back of the seat. Call me crazy, call me old. Just call me excited. I like to watch the map as we travel all the way to whatever our destination is. But today it's Vancouver. Now I'm really excited. I like this one as well. It has all the different times on it. Let's have a quick look at the weather. 5 degrees. That's really cold. Remember, I'm from Australia. We're nearly there, and I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. When we arrive in Vancouver, we will just have just over an hour to get to the domestic side to fly to Victoria. So come along on this next bit with me. We've landed. Let's get off the plane.
Thank you. Bye.
Now I'm feeling really anxious here. We know we have to go to Gate C and Gate 32. So the C section is their domestic section. So we have to walk off the plane and get across to their domestic section. And I couldn't find any YouTubes on this. There was one that sort of gave us an idea. But we come out this door. You turn around to the right here and just follow the people in front of you. Now, in a minute, we're going to come up to a sign, and we saw the sign. It says A, B, C, D with an arrow, and that confused us a little bit because there was a door there on the left-hand side, but it didn't want us to go that way. It wanted us to keep going to the end of the corridor and then turn round the corner left. My theory is, when all else fails, follow the people in front of you, which is exactly what we did. We just hoped some of these people knew where they were going. So we go round to the left here, and if only I looked up and saw that sign that says D and gate 48 to 49, I would not have been as confused as what I was here. Everybody's going up the escalators, but I could see through a window there on the right that showed gate C. So we were a little confused here, but we did just follow the people in front and we went up the escalators. I did see a sign on the wall that said arrivals upstairs, so I figured we were going the right way. We got up to the top of the escalators, and at the top there was a doorway we walked through, and then just over to the left-hand side, we did see a sign that says all passengers. So we keep going. Again, we're following the people in front of us, and we just followed this corridor all the way to the end. I'm still following those signs that say all passengers. There's bathrooms to the right there and you can fill your water bottle, but we're going to keep going and following the people in front of us. Now, as we turn this corner, this starts to look a bit familiar to something we saw on YouTube. We think we have to keep over to the right, so that's what we're going to be doing. Once we got up closer to this sign, we could stop and read it, and finally we knew where we were going. The sign says Canada Connections. That's what we want. We stayed over to the right-hand side and we followed this roped off section all the way to the bottom. Now down at the bottom here there's a whole lot of people lined up, but we got through fast and went through to where these little kiosk machines were. We just had to put all our information in and it printed out a ticket for us. Once we got the ticket, we just went to the next checkpoint and we were through. More walking, but if you walk up just a little way, they have a moving walkway. So if you need to have a bit of a rest, get on that moving walkway and just stop. We need to go down here, but they have a lift or escalators. Then we needed to go down a bit further for our gate down there, but this is like a moving walkway. So we just got on this with our carry-on bags and went down to this section. Off to the right is the bathrooms, but we're going to keep making our way down to the gate. Walking along, you'll come across some places where you can buy food, or the general stores in an airport where you can get souvenirs and things. But if you want a coffee, this is the lineup. More bathrooms. I'm just not quite sure what the last picture is. It's a picture of a dog. But anyway, they also have a water filling station and ATMs on this level as well. We finally made it down to where our gate was, and it was a big open area with lots of gates leaving from down this area. But there was plenty of seats this time. Let's check if our bags came with us. It says they're here. They're only 10 minutes away. So that means they're still coming off the plane. Now your air tags, they have names, and I've mixed my two up. I've put my handbag one in my luggage and vice versa. This is saying that the bag is still on the plane, but we'll keep a watch out for it. We kept a watch on those bags and they did finally make it onto the next plane. After a 20-minute flight, we arrived in Victoria, BC. We stepped off the plane in Victoria and came out a door, and our APT representative was waiting for us. He showed us the way to collect our bags. Once we did that, we were in his car and off to our hotel. Phew, that was a long trip. But every trip from Australia is a long trip. Now, this was just the beginning. Trust me, you do not want to miss any of these videos. Have you already subscribed to my channel? If not, go across and do it. Just tap on that bell. You'll be notified when I put the rest of my videos out. This trip was a trip of a lifetime. You don't want to miss any of it. Have you given me a thumbs up? Give me a like. It helps me out, costs you nothing. Thanks for joining me.